Oh, you have a hat?
I do. So, if you remember a while back, I posted something about a family cooking contest. I won. Basically, my family had a cooking contest. There was 4 participants. It was me, my brother, stepbrother, and aunt. We all cooked the dish. We had non-biased judge, and yeah, I won.
What was the dish?
I made a steak and shrimp Alfredo, and I went all in on it as well. I actually wanted to win this hat. I went try hard mode, but yeah, I ended up winning.
Is there gonna be another competition for the hat?
Yes, yes. Like my brother has told me plenty of times how I'm just keeping it warm for him at the moment. That's a lie, but that's what he said. But the next competition is actually going to be a baking competition. So, to be honest, I have an idea of what I want to do for that, but nothing that I'm too sure about. I would have to trial it first, and then come April, because the contest is going to be held in April. So that's when we're going to do that, and I'll have to I'll probably test it sometime in February, make it myself, see how I like it, see how it can be touched on, and that way come April I'll have something to present.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna link your stream real quick.
Oh, I appreciate that. I forgot I need to do that too.
Because I'm gonna put it in my friends. Well, not my. They're my online friends mainly. But it's in there. I'm gonna put it in the Discord and hopefully they watch. So.
I forgot to do that. I don't. I be forgetting how to streamer sometimes.
Real. I told you I tried to get streaming off the ground, but I here's why I gave it, because I realized that was my whole thing. I don't have my own space for it, so it's I'm at the mercy of everyone in my house. So
that is true. I know. Even for me, there was a period of time. It was right after I hit affiliate. There was a huge gap to where I just did not stream really, did not upload. I was sharing rooms with my cousin. No offense to him, but he just made it impossible to stream. We're put it like this. I would say he's second to me when it comes down to just naturally loudness in the family. Well, out of the younger generation, he's second to me when it comes down to being the loudest naturally.
So it's like 2 Elijahs in one house.
2 me's, and not even in one house, in one room.
Oh, wow.
I had the biggest room, so me and him shared rooms. So you have 2 of me in one room as I'm trying to stream, and at first I would try to stream it around him, but it just didn't work out. But I mean, I don't ever blame him for it. It was nothing he could control, plus we had a lot of fun. So yeah. That is one thing that always sucks though. It's you're low when you live with others, you're kinda at the mercy of them. Now sometimes if the walls are thick enough or anything like that, but even then if they just bounce into your room uninterrupted, it's fuck. Damn it.
Understandable.
I ran through that a lot when I first started YouTube, when I was recording on the phone. Actually, it was this phone. When I was recording on my phone and somebody would just bust in middle recording, and now I'm like, shit, I gotta start it all over. God damn it.
Oh my gosh, dude. I remember when everyone in middle school wanted to be a YouTuber and they all had the mobile game. What was it? It was called
Mobilizing.
Yes. Oh my lord. Everyone had it. We all thought we would be famous and we all wanted to be YouTubers until we all just grew out of the nobody said anything. We just all grew out of the phase.
Never me. I was the bloop. It is kind of crazy looking back on it today, because it was everybody would always be oh, I want to do YouTube, oh, I want to be streamers and stuff. Then I actually got out and did it, got mocked for it, but next thing you know, all of a sudden now everybody else is popping up. They got channels, they doing this, and this, and I'm just damn. Some of y'all were the same ones mocking me for doing that.
I'm telling you, because I remember you used to do, it was straight Geometry Dash, or it was
Minecraft.
It was Minecraft and Geometry Dash.
Yep, which is why they are forever idle. I keep both of them on my computer at all times, and I do want to get some more Geometry Dash representation around here, just because, like, of course I have the jacket still, but it has such a significant hold on not just, like, I would say my life in general, because that was my entire middle and somewhat of my high school. And then not only that, it is like what got me into YouTube. It was my profile picture for God knows how long. It's just held such a spot in my life. Yeah.
Dang, maybe I should start. Maybe I should just do what Aiden Ross does. Make fun of people.
No. Please don't, bro.
I'm gonna take the neon route. I'm gonna make fun of people, and then when they call me out for it, I'm gonna cry and complain. I'm gonna take the neon route. That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Low key, there's so many people that do that now, and it just works, and I'm just like, bruh.
Because I'm telling you, I've always told myself streaming is a cheat code, but for only for those who know how to do it.
Yes, absolutely, I agree. Like me personally, I don't use the cheats. I know what they are. I could easily take advantage of them, but that's not how I want to be. But no, there is like people always will say, "Oh, it's luck. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that." No, there is a way to succeed. There is like a grounded formula that you can use to succeed, but it costs. Everything has a trade-off. You always reap what you sow. Even looking at some of the big league streamers like Speed, for instance. I low-key feel bad for Speed because you gotta think, he has to keep this little persona he's made now. Like, he can't escape that because then he knows he's gonna lose a lot of viewers because that's what they come for. Like, when that motherfucker did the backflip into his equipment,
oh Lord,
he did not want to do that. That wasn't him just rationally thinking. But yeah, it's like, I have to do shit like this because this is what people want.
Oh my god. And no, so I didn't like Kai at first. I used to not like Kai because whenever people would watch him, it would literally just be him screaming and stuff. And I'm like, dude, how can y'all watch? Like, there's nothing wrong with any of the content he does, but like, he will literally just be screaming.
Yeah.
Like, and I did not like Kai when he started out, but once he actually he screamed a whole lot less. I don't know what it was. It was like right after graduation, but I was like, I can actually watch. I don't watch streams anyway. I'm a VOD. I'd rather be a VOD person. Yep. But then again, I don't know. I just don't make the time to watch streams. I'll watch a VOD 10 times before I watch a stream.
Because it's just more convenient to watch the VOD than the stream.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, whenever I would watch his VODs, it'd be like, oh, so he's more chill. Like, I think the only VOD of his that I really watched and enjoyed a whole lot was either the Kevin Hart and Drewski thing or the friggin' the Elden Ring when he was like where he's like streaming until I beat Elden Ring, and I'm like, dude, did he die over like 4,000 times?
Yes.
Oh, it was so bad.
On one boss, like the beginning.
Oh Lord.
Hey, chat's getting here. Yay. What's up, Kenny? What's up? That's somebody new.
Who?
It says ZZZ Naya ZZZ.
Lanaya.
Oh, hey, Lanaya. Oh, wait, Kenny, is that Netherite badge? Holy shit. Wait, how long is Nether? I think Netherite is like a fucking year worth of sub. Chat, we got a real one here. Wait a minute. No, like, because I forget.
So a year's worth of sub?
Yes, he's been a sub for a year. Because, yeah, I'm like, the Netherite badge is like, nobody has that. I would say the closest thing you could get to the Netherite badge is the Founders badge. But that's like the first 10 ever subscribers. But still, a Netherite badge is impressive as fuck. I just want to say, Kenny, appreciate you for all the support you've been doing. Obviously, a year worth of support, but it's been much longer than that. Appreciate you. I appreciate everyone else that is here as well. Just, you got to give my boy his claps up. He's been the subs for a year. But anyways, how's it going, everybody? Oh, Don, come forward. You're getting a little bit of attention in here. We got the only crew.
Donnie? Oh, yeah. These are my friends from Discord.
Nice.
Can you cook me? Yes. That's what I'm here to do. Yeah. That's what we here to do.
Absolutely. So, what's on the menu tonight, as most of y'all see in the title, we're going to be making some steak and cheddar mac and cheese. This recipe started originally as like a steak and mashed potatoes little variant thing. So we did our research. Went from there. We found the steak mac and cheese or steak and cheddar mac and cheese, and was like,
and it was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good.
I know Levi cooking me mac and cheese.
Uh.
Funny story about that. I don't really do side dishes like that. I know for most of my cookings, I will typically do a dish that like combines everything into one. But as far as just cooking a side dish by itself, I've never really done that. So this is low key like my first time actually cooking just the side dish itself and making it from the side dish into the main dish. So this would be interesting.
I'm telling you, side dishes. I feel like side dishes are so important that you've got to make more. You've got to make a lot more side dishes.
Oh shoot! Did you get stuck?
Yeah, I don't know how, but I feel like side dishes are so extremely important because like my whole thing. I love steak.
Yeah.
I will make a steak 10 times before I make anything else. But I'm telling you, steak, mashed potato. It don't even gotta be mashed potatoes, baked potato. One day I'm gonna cook for you, and I'm gonna be like, here, baked potato, steak. I'm gone.
I mean, I am planning to do like a Friendsgiving this year because by then I should. Yeah, we did it, and by then I should be like good to go as far as just doing stuff like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Then I just keep that right there so I can like check the stream and make sure it's not lagging or nothing. Shouldn't. I'm on a gig Wi-Fi, which if you need the Wi-Fi, let me know. I'll give it to you at any time. But yeah, we should be good to go from here. What's y'all's favorite side dish? Me personally, I'm a potatoes guy. Mashed potatoes.
Give me baked potatoes.
Baked potatoes, sweet potatoes, just potatoes in general. I'm there. Like I love me some potatoes. The only reason why I don't keep potatoes in my house is the fact that I just don't have the time to be cooking them like that. But if I just could wake up and just cook potato, I just live off potatoes because you can do everything with potatoes. Like you can do anything with the potato. They're
easily the most versatile. Because listen,
like, literally,
you want fries, get fries. You want potato wedges, get wedges.
Exactly.
Potatoes are easily the best side of all time. I
had the most impressive thing I've had. Somebody made a lasagna, but like with the little, you know how usually you use like the lasagna noodles? They use potatoes instead. That was probably the most like creative use of potatoes
I have
I've
to
ever
try.
had.
I don't know.
It's fire. It was so good.
I told I'm hearing it and I'm like, it don't sound that good, but I gotta give it a try. I can't knock it till I try it.
I don't know if they like seasoned that thing to perfection. I don't know what it was, but it like you couldn't even tell. Like when they told me, oh, that's with potatoes, I was like, this is with potato. It tastes so good.
I'd have to try that. That does sound somewhat good. I won't
Yeah, Irish, man. Actually, I might have a little bit of Irish in my blood. Like I'm pretty sure my mom said she has some Irish in her, which of course that had to get passed down to me. I'd have to do a test. Make jalapeno. That is on the radar. Jalapeno poppers are on the radar, but that would have to be something I do on top of something else, basically. I couldn't just do jalapeno poppers themselves because what I make on Sizzlin Sundays, I do eat throughout the rest of the week. So I do want to do jalapeno poppers. Like I want to do that. I want to do like shrimp tempura as well. I low-key almost ended up doing that today, but we had decided on that a while back, and also just with that I would have to make something else with it. So yeah, jalapeno poppers and stuff like that are going to come someday. Just I would have to make something else with it basically. But all right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So his bag rivals that of Santa. Oh my, yeah, basically. I'm trying to think. So first thing is, of course, I know when making mac and cheese, you gotta make the mac. So making macaroni, I guess I always do like a tutorial style with these, but if I'm being honest, we know how to make macaroni, right? Come on now. Let's take y'all back to elementary for it.
I never brought my steak seasoning. Oh.
Oh. I got the hookup.
Okay, cool. Okay. Because I was a little worried. I was like, dang, I forgot my seasoning. I just remembered that.
Yeah, we should be able to work with that. I got the Black People starter pack. Onion powder, garlic powder. You can experiment from there.
That's about all I need.
All right. But yeah, so to make that macaroni, guys, just gonna load up a pot. with some water, get it boiling, and goes some salt, and goes some macaroni. Simple. Probably the easiest thing we're gonna do all day today. And usually I'll fill it to the brim, but that's because I normally work with fettuccine. I'm working with elbows today, which is also something that I'm very proud of myself for doing finally. So not gonna leave the camera right here. All I'm doing, cutting the stove on, I'm gonna cut it to high. That way that water can get to boiling pretty quickly. In the meantime though, are we going to bake the mac and cheese? So not for this recipe. This recipe doesn't call for the mac and cheese to be baked. Now, I could implement a bake into it to where we make the normal steak and cheddar mac and cheese and then we throw some more cheese on top of it. I know typically when they bake it, isn't it like you make the mac and cheese, put it into like I don't know what they're called, but like the little thing you stick it to the oven, and then you sprinkle more cheese on top of that, and then bake it.
Yeah, usually that's what my mom does whenever she makes her baked mac and cheese. And it'll be like kind of a cheese crust on top. That's usually what they go for whenever it's baked.
I'm trying to think. If we have enough cheese, like we could low-key go for something like that. I wasn't really planning to, but we could try to go for something like that.
I'm all for it. Whatever you want to experiment with, I'm down.
Let's see. We have about, because the recipe itself does call for 2 cups of cheese, so I did get 2 cups of cheese. But we could do like 1 cup of cheese in the mac and cheese thing itself, and then the other cup of cheese, we could just sprinkle that on top.
Okay.
All right, man, I'm down for that.
I'm not against it.
How many times have you made mac and cheese? That is a question for you. This is like, I've made mac and cheese, but I've made like the Kraft. You have the macaroni shells and the cheese pack in there. We're making the cheese pack from scratch this time around.
So my thing is, I've never made a lot of mac and cheese. I've just watched my mom do it for so long. Every Thanksgiving, almost every Christmas, I watch her make it. She got like the little thing where you got to press down and it actually shreds the cheese.
Oh,
like these, she'll have blocks of those stored, and she just thaws them out and free. Listen, because once you get like, you know how you mix your cheeses together.
yeah.
Listen, you shred all that together, and it's basically just like shredded cheese version of all your cheeses.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
But
to answer your question, I don't make mac and cheese. I think I've made mac and cheese twice, and that's about it.
So your mom is like the good cook of the family, because
She is the best cook, hands down.
the role of the mac and cheese only goes to the best chef of the family, because that's
easily best chef in the family.
That's what's up. Let's see. God dang. Okay. So freestyle Korean chicken someday. Stop thinking ahead. Stop thinking ahead. Stop thinking ahead. I have a friend returning from Korea very soon, actually, and they said they'll give me some recipes. So I need you to chill out a little bit. We'll be here every Sunday with fresh recipes.
You know who isn't here every Sunday? Corey.
Yeah.
We're supposed to get spooky, scary Sunday.
We're never getting spooky, scary Sunday on a Sunday again. We'll get it, just not on the Sunday.
Never on a Sunday. It's never going to be on a Sunday. Because why would it ever be on a Sunday? When do we want to prepare said steaks?
I would go ahead and start doing the steaks once the water gets boiling.
Okay. Now I did put my phone down, so I'm not going to be. I'm gonna have my phone in the area. I don't want to be looking down at my phone the whole time.
Yeah, no, you're
I'm
good.
Just have my phone in the area.
Let's see. So for steak, what seasoning? You could go ahead and start like pulling out the seasonings if you want.
You mind if I grab the steak?
Oh yeah.
In that case.
Yeah, you could go ahead. Like if you need to do any prepping, anything like that, now would be the time to do it because the water's boiling.
Okay.
Like I'm probably gonna go ahead and start.
Do you
shredding
have like
cheese.
it doesn't matter. I'll use a plate if you got a plate, I can just prep it on a plate. Or yeah. You mind?
What else were you thinking about?
That's really it. Because I was gonna, I'm just gonna prep it, and basically we can either cook it like this and then like cut it up, or we can cut it up now and cook it. It's all up to you.
Gotcha. I like to cook it then cut it.
Okay, that's fine. In that case, all I need is a plate and I can get it prepped. And most important, people, wash your hands, please.
Bro beat me. Bro beat me to the punch.
Oh.
Oh no, you go ahead.
Okay.
You called it first.
All right.
All right, that pounded down steak makes it more crispy. It does. I like to go for a more tender steak, me personally.
Agreed.
But if you do pound it, it does makes it more crispy because it cooks more evenly.
So speaking of
And
which,
quicker.
do you want yours pounded down? 'Cause I
We could we could do like both of them same style.
Mm-hmm.
I eat my steak as long as my steak is good. My steak is good.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I am with steak. So yeah, basically, whenever I have a guest on, they end up becoming like the meats person. So you do the meat however you want to do it. I guess I'll take care of mainly like the mac and the cheese and all that stuff.
And so, basically, do you have a knife I can use to get this open?
Oh yeah, I have a whole knife set right here.
Okay. Let me get like that.
Put it like this: just about any equipment you need, I got it. Basically.
Okay, cool. So, to give y'all intro on what I'm doing.
Here, I'm gonna move the camera over there for you.
All right.
I'm gonna just be grating cheese. Don't think anybody wants to watch me grate cheese, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing in the background.
Do you have a plate? I don't need a really big plate, just something for this.
So all my plates are in here.
Okay.
But I would go ahead and use the big ones.
Okay. Well, that case.
I have not done a kitchen tour. I'll probably do a kitchen tour, maybe like 500 subs, 500 followers.
Okay. So.
Hey, y'all hear that, right? 500 followers, I'll do a kitchen tour.
So, first thing, I am very, very picky with my steak. One, always clean it because it sits in those packs for however long, and it's not even when they put it out. So you got to think, well, one, this traveled on a truck and on a plane for forever. Mm-hmm. So just kind of give your meat somewhat of a good rinse. Oh, I should have brought that plate over here so I don't drip water all over the place. Thank you. And so,
that's a solid sirloin cut.
I'm telling you, Kroger's got the best steaks. Get rid of this and then wash all that.
I go with all these personally. Maybe it's location bias, but
that's fair. And they're building an Aldi's right in Laverne, so it's like I can just.
Oh yeah, they are.
And so that just means they're going to compete for lower prices. And so, with that, all right. So with that being done, that means so seasoning time, which is I think my favorite. Seasoning the steak is always going to be my favorite part. So
first time you saw somebody wash their steaks, that is concerning.
Don hit the Drewski. Should I hit the Drewski dance?
What is the Drewski dance?
You know the one where he's like on Kai's stream and it's not even a dance. It's just him moving back and forth. Oh Lord.
I've never heard of the Drewski dance.
I can show it. He literally doesn't even dance. He just moves back and forth. Some onion powder.
I have to see it.
Garlic powder, yes. Other than that, your spice tolerance is pretty good. I would have. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna hit it with
Sorrel. You talking about spice tolerance and you got the Sorole seasoning, my guy.
Creole.
Oh, hey, look, I used to call I used to call cumin cumin. Okay, look. My pronunciation is shit. Okay.
Okay.
Is that slap your mama? No, I don't have slap your mama.
All right, so
I'm gonna get my
garlic powder, onion powder, ground black pepper, and Sorole seasoning. I'm calling it that from now on.
Sorole?
Yes.
Please don't call it Creole.
Yeah, we're never calling
Creole.
it. So I do want to get rid of this membrane.
Creole seasoning, bro.
Because I know all that membrane is not good, but it's whatever. So basically, just hit it with all this. So let's see. And you usually want to get a healthy amount since this is a pretty big cut of meat. But the thing is, you don't want too much.
I forgot to ask, if you prefer to work with gloves? I do have gloves.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I've washed my hands, so it's like the only thing that really bothers me is if I was doing something else.
Yeah.
But I didn't even do the other season. So my thing is, I wanted to bring over my seasoning because it's it's a 3-in-1. It's got salt, black pepper, and garlic powder.
You can leave it open until you're like done with it. That's what I do.
All right.
Especially if I know I'm gonna have to season both sides.
And so the thing is, you don't want a lot on either side because it's a nice big cut, but it's also not that thick.
Yeah.
So it's like the seasonings are kind of gonna seep right through when you cook it.
Exactly.
All that flavor and everything. Hit it with some black pepper. Not too much of that ever.
Nope. One thing I do appreciate, I see pepper, I see no salt. I love that. Me personally.
Yes, because a lot of this is really has enough salt in it anyway.
Exactly.
Then a little bit of cerole. I'm gonna massage that in. Since it's a very, very goodness, it's like the butt cheek of the cow. I'm pretty sure.
Somebody asks, you be slapping the meat each time you cook?
Yes. Oh, listen, that is a must. If you don't slap your meat, you're not making it right. You always got to give it a little spanking after. This is a must. You can't get around this.
Also, we're gonna have to explain to. I know you, of course, me and you have both heard each story of how like you got your apron, I got my hat, but I was asked if we could like tell the stories of both.
Okay, I don't mind.
Although for me, I think for my chat, this is gonna be like the third time they've heard the hat. I think I've said it I said it when I was doing it with Jorgen. I've only done this is my third time doing it. But no, I've only said it once, so they get to hear the story again.
So, well, would you like to start then? Or would you like to explain to the chat again? Or are they asking me to explain?
Let's see. Chat, who would y'all want to go first about explaining their chef equipment or their chefware? Also, this is just like me personal. What were you gonna do with that membrane? Were you planning to cook it?
So, yeah, you can. No, the membrane was just that really weird attached piece. So I'm just really detaching it, and that's all. Okay. It's all still edible though.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I was gonna say if you don't throw that away, I will trust me. I will put that to something. I got some rice in there.
Were they asking me about my thing? I'm sorry.
They haven't responded yet.
Okay.
But yeah, my rice is like my I got some leftover meat. It could go with some rice.
Everything goes with the rice.
Yeah.
And then bit of Creole. Now again, not putting a lot because it's literally gonna go on the other side of it.
Creole.
Cerole, I'm sorry.
I'm already. My propaganda has already started.
And actually, if you want, I mean, it's not a lot, but I mean, I can save this if you don't want this cooked now. I can.
Oh no, go ahead and cook it.
All right. Say no more.
Ask him how he got his rubbing technique.
So, basically, one thing I feel like good chefs use their know how to use their hands. So it's kind of like, you know how when they say like dry rub on like, you know, like do you want like the dry rub? I don't know how to explain it, but basically you're kind of like massaging it because when you push it, you're pushing the seasonings down into the meat. So it's kind of like, it's not just rubbing, it's like I'm pushing it and I'm moving, doing this slow as outrageous on camera. But basically, you're just kind of like really pushing your seasonings into your food. That's essentially all I'm really doing. Now it just looks hilarious though.
That was the most, I think that was like the most PG an explanation could go.
And then, since this isn't a lot, I'll just roll it around with this. Since that's not it. really that much. Other than that, oh, I didn't hit it with ground black pepper, did I?
Also, Jet, I don't know how well like my phone picks up everything, but if you don't hear, he's currently like sniffling right now. That just means you're doing good on the seasoning.
Because if you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned. Just like that, everyone. Nice seasoned sirloins. Again, quick rundown. You don't want to season it too much. This is a very thin cut. It looks like it is a lot, but it's very thin cut. So too much seasoning, and it's going to make your sirloin unenjoyable. So you've got nice seasoned sirloin on one side, and on the other side as well. Same thing here. It's a lot. And then on the back side, not that much. But yes, makes... Excuse me. If you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned. I did not season my hands, chat. Just so you know. But like I said, you can just kind of roll this around in it. Since this is really just... It's gonna do that to you. Since this isn't a lot, it does. All right, and just like that, sirloin's prepared.
Perfect.
Wash my hands one more time.
How's it going, guys? All right. So from there, we should be good. I think the only thing I'm gonna need to do is, like I said, I'm gonna take care of a majority of like the noodles and whatnot, and like really once we get down to the cheese sauce, that's where I'm gonna kind of play my cards a little bit more. But I think for now we're pretty good. We could let me know when you're ready to start cooking the sirloin, and I'll go ahead and get that started for you.
Ready whenever you want. But the thing is, do you want?
Do we
want it prepared at the same time as the macaroni and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, because the steak is supposed to go with it, and so because it's sirloin and it's real thin, it's gonna cook pretty quick.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. So it'll cook quick, but it will. You do want it done in time with the mac and cheese, because you don't want room temperature mac with a nice warm steak. Mm-hmm. You want them both nice and warm.
I learned from my mistakes last time with cheese. Alright, so in order to figure out if we're gonna just do the normal cheese sauce or versus like doing the baked method, we gotta first determine how much cheese we're gonna get. So now it's time for everybody's favorite portion of cooking with cheese, me grating or shredding the cheese.
You need me to get this out your way?
Yes, please.
All right.
So, I'll open that. Also, Great Value brand makes its return. I could not afford the expensive brand, so we got it's a steak and cheddar, but y'all know me. I gotta be special. So we got a 2 cheese blend. We're going with the Gouda cheese and the cheddar, because I really like Gouda. Gouda is a very amazing cheese. I think Gouda would actually take my spot for my favorite cheese now. It would be like Gouda and then pepper jack for me. And then Asiago. Asiago cheese is very good.
Oh, yeah.
So, yep. Nothing to it. But you talking about there's a machine that automatically does this?
Always, I feel like, so my thing is, yeah. So I was thinking about something else, and so basically, you have I gotta sneeze again because I feel it. That's how you know it's sneezing.
Bless you.
Thank you. So basically, it's like a huge cheese grater, and so you put your little block in it, and then there's a thing where you can kind of mash it down. So you push it down while the thing is going. It's basically like a blender for cheese. That's the best way to describe it. It's a blender for cheese.
Gotcha.
So it is for sure. It's really only useful since if you make a lot of dishes with cheese. Because if you don't, then it's kind of like, oh, you have it only for when you make these dishes. But how often are you making these dishes to make it useful?
Yeah. And for me, I make a lot of Alfredos. So,
so
I'm
it's
consistent
super useful
using
to you.
cheese. However, once I get that sushi making kit, that may change.
See, all right, so you're gonna look at me crazy. I am not a sushi fan.
No, I don't blame you. Sushi is one of those where I'm like, it's not for everyone. It's really not. And I don't like when people try to act like it is because it's the fact that it's raw. Mm-hmm. You're eating raw ingredients. And a lot of people, like, not a lot of people like it or, to be honest, can handle it. I don't know. I'm a weird case because to me, I like the raw fish over the cooked fish. Mm-hmm. I'm hella weird with that. Like I could eat sashimi style sashimi. I'm learning, okay, but I can eat sashimi style fish any day of the week. But the second you give me like a grilled salmon or something, I'm going to start gagging.
But my thing, so I've told multiple people. Like, oh, I don't like sushi. And they'll be like, you don't like sushi? And they say it as if, like, everyone loves sushi.
No.
But here's my thing. So, funny story. My coworker had it at work. Mm-hmm. He was like, but he has some digestive problems. He can't eat a lot of red meat and stuff.
Yeah.
And so, his alternative is, sushi. Because sushi doesn't have a lot of red meat. It's really seafood, and that's about it. I tried some. When I tell you I got up and went to go spit it out so fast, I don't. It's just not a good flavor. And then anytime I tell people that, they'll be like, "Well, what was it? Because it might have been da da da." I was like, I don't know. I spat it out. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
But I feel like sushi is. Truthfully, I feel like sushi is overrated. I really don't hate the idea of sushi. I would just have to. It's an acquired taste.
Very. Oh, it's so an acquired taste. When I first started eating sushi, I didn't really too much care for it myself either. But then I would say the way to get into sushi, you like low key just gotta find that one roll that you kind of vibe with, in which again that's why it's an acquired taste, because you have to keep trying it in order to finally get it. And then once you go from that one roll you like, because like when I first had sushi, the first roll I ever had, I forgot what type of roll it was, but I didn't really too much care for it. But then I found the roll that like I was like, oh well, I like all these ingredients. It doesn't have like no fish, no like eel sauce or anything, so I'll give it a try. And I actually liked it, and then from there kept eating it. And then one day I was just like, I want to try this roll now. And then I just like slowly eased myself into all the different flavors and stuff that I used to not like and not eat. And what do you know? I ended up liking them. So it's very much an acquired taste. That's why, like, if somebody comes up to me and they're like, oh, I don't like sushi, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, da. No, I totally get it. I didn't like it either at first.
So I feel like, yeah, it is an acquired taste. And I've had multiple friends say, like, oh, well, we got to get you to try sushi and stuff. And I was like, I don't mind. But it's like, people say it as if sushi is the best thing ever. Like, This would be different if I had said, I've never had macaroni, or I don't like macaroni. Like, I would understand people freaking out about that. But it would be like, you haven't had sushi? Oh, you got to try sushi.
Nah, I don't think sushi's like that. It's good for what it is, but I wouldn't give it macaroni status. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not a staple at every dinner and whatnot.
So, maybe one day, I don't put it past me at all. Maybe one day I will try sushi, but for now, I'm really 50-50 on it. And I say I'm 50-50 only because I can see myself trying it in the future.
I think for me, well, maybe I might just make it at Friendsgiving. Mm-hmm. You said Dragon Roll? I like Dragon Roll too, Kenny. But I think, I would have to look and see which one is my favorite, because I low-key haven't had it in a bit. But I know for me, what really got me on sushi was a Gyu roll. That one is like more of crab and whatnot, so not really dealing into the fish and all that. And it don't have just too much going on with it. So I started there, and from there I was kind of like able to get a feel for sushi and all that, and I just branched out from there. And so yeah, the Gyu roll was my savior. I think the last one I had that I really liked, I think it was the dragon roll. It was either the dragon or the dynamic roll. That cheese looks so rich.
Let me get a look.
Ooh, the blend is so nice.
Speaking of cheese, when are we ready to add the elbows?
Water looks about ready to add elbows. I'm gonna clear this up real quick. You can add the elbows if you want.
All right, we're gonna wait until you finish. I don't want to do it without you.
All right.
Don't get it open though.
Also, in case I have returning viewers from my last Sizzlin Sunday, no, you're not getting Uppy's POV this time. Uppy's POV is like, I don't know if you were watching the last one, but I had to put it up here because like this was just full to the brim and I didn't really have a good angle. So I had to put it up here and I called it the Uppy's POV, but no, we're not doing that this time.
So do we want to use all of it?
Yeah.
All right.
No, we're not putting all of it in. Honestly, I added too much water. I thought
We need to drain?
No, it's good.
Okay.
I thought it was gonna be bigger than this.
Oh, I almost forgot. Do you have a tenderizer? Do you want this pounded?
That is completely up to you.
It doesn't matter to me.
I eat the steak either way. I think I've only pounded my steak.
Because I think the only thing is like it's gonna. I mean, it's steak, so it's gonna shrink when we cook it, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, it doesn't matter. It's, like I said, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'd say it's fine, personally.
Right.
But yeah. What's up? Yep. So now we just have to wait. I'm going to relook up the recipe because I kind of forgot how to make the cheese sauce. Chat, I can't see, like, I can kind of see the chat, so don't do anything stupid in my app. Wait, okay. I had to make sure it wasn't showing my ass. No, I don't think you understand.
You turn around and the whole chat goes crazy, don't they?
Yes. That's another reason why I don't do Uppy's POV as much.
Someone said new password versus old password. Who winning, Don?
Huh?
Oh Lord.
What do they mean?
All right, now I've got to show you the Drewski meme because, so one, this is the dance people were talking about. And I laugh because it's not really a dance. It's just him moving back and forth.
What the
It's not even a dance. He's just going like that the whole time.
Wait,
So there's no real dance.
you hit that, you hit that.
Hold up. Hey! And so, where is it?
There you go.
So the new password thing is like this, where it'll be like, you get it. It's cooked.
This is so
Top 10 dances we using this year. That is for sure number one.
Nah, that ain't number one.
What's number one?
Number one is the classic though. You gotta keep that.
We might be using this. We might be using.
Oh no, we're definitely using that.
Oh yeah, we're using that for sure. We're bringing that back.
Well, I learned to do the dance just so I could use it again.
We're bringing that back for sure.
Oh that's another thing I gotta prep. Garlic. I'm not gonna hold you. I hate dealing with garlic. It's so annoying.
Because you gotta pop open and close and everything.
This baked jerk chicken is fire. I hate you.
Oh, I love me some jerk chicken.
Give me 3 cloves. Y'all don't have to watch me cut garlic. It's garlic, bro.
We have to watch him bash it with a knife.
I'm not even doing all that. I'm just mincing it.
Oh.
Garlic, flour, salt, milk, all that good stuff. Okay.
Now, I just thought of this. So, you know what? This isn't even enough fat for us to take off. It's like such a minor amount of fat, it wouldn't even matter. Never mind.
The fat stays.
Huh?
The fat stays.
There's like a little braid of fat.
We're doing 50 ways to cook a steak. Do you know how much steak that is? That is 50 fucking steaks. 20 gifted.
That'd be what? How many steaks? How much
50.
money? How much money do you think that would be? Well, in that case, it'd have to be one steak, right?
Huh?
It'd have to be like one
Yes,
steak.
50 of the same cut of steak, and you have to cook it in 50 different ways.
$200. No.
That's low ball. That's hella low ball.
$500.
20 gifted is a bit wild. Okay, let me break it down for you. 20 gifted is about $100. I wouldn't even get the full $100 because with subs you only get 50%. So really, I'm only getting $50 off 20 gifted, but 50 steaks is $500. Bare minimum.
I don't think the 20 gifted is
20
that
gifted
outrageous.
is not wild at all. 20 gifted is generous. That's not even 1/5 of what I'd be coming out of pocket for. I can't even think of 50 different ways to cook a steak. Is there like a criteria you have to follow for that, or is that just?
I mean, it'd just be different ways to cook a steak. Would it be like
steak with butter?
there's a video of a dude doing that, and it's literally called like 50 ways to cook a steak.
It's probably fucking babish. That is like
No, not bad. You know what? Funny thing. I made a meal from him. It wasn't a meal. I made it was a regular show thing. It was the double glazed apple fritters.
Yeah.
I made they were amazing, Elijah. You don't understand. But I made this back in like middle school, maybe. Oh, it was amazing. That's what you gotta have a dessert segment.
I will do desserts someday.
That is for sure a top 10 double glazed apple fritter. You don't even gotta double glaze them if you really don't want to. But
oh no, they will be double glazed. If I can stop dropping the garlic.
Oh, it was so good.
I wanted to make the excellent challenge. I fucking love eggs. I feel like and my fat ass, I could probably complete the excellent challenge.
I don't see why I couldn't. Let's see.
That's 12, but bro, that is 12 eggs. It is a 12-egg omelet.
From my girlfriend says, ask who did his braids. Who? We know the answer.
Oh, yours?
Yes.
We see the fit, Piccolo. We see the fit.
Yes, she does my braids all the time. They're wonderful. She does them every single time.
Oh wait, if Lanaya's back in the chat, you could ask her who. Oh, well, I'll do it. Lanaya, who's explaining their stories about their cooking where first? You want Don to explain his apron or me to explain the hats?
I feel like she'll have you explain the hat first, since she already knows how I got mine. But if if she asked me to go first, then I don't mind.
That was crazy.
What?
I spent all this time and I still haven't even peeled the skin off all of this. I freaking hate working with garlic. Like, it's so good, but it's so annoying to work with.
How you obtain that legendary apron? So, funny thing, it is a long story, but I'm gonna make it short. So,
Oh, take your time. I'm just mincing garlic. Oh shit, I forgot you have to stir macaroni.
oh, that's why I usually put butter in there, like a little bit of butter, and it doesn't stick.
Oh, word?
Yeah. You know how they have like that non-stick butter spray? That's basically what you're doing to that. Just a little slice of butter in there, and it don't stick.
I use Smart Balance, the good butter.
Mm-hmm. So, how I obtained this apron. So, I will never forget. It was around last year. It was around last year for sure. I always told my girlfriend and her nana, and I always told everybody I don't like cooking, you know. And it was in a reverse, an idea that was stupid. I didn't like cooking because I could have someone do it for me in the way that I wanted. And why do I ever want to do anything for myself? And that sounds incredibly stupid. So I remember I walked into Walmart and I FaceTimed my girlfriend. I was like, hey, I'm at Walmart. I think I'm going to cook my own meals. And she was like, I'm really proud of you. And so I was getting frustrated because I'm like, I don't know what to cook. I don't know. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I remember I grabbed 2 T-bones. It was a pack of 2 T-bones for like $15. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm gonna grab these 2 T-bones. Grabbed the 2 T-bones. I grabbed a bag of potatoes. The bag of potatoes was like $2.
For real.
Grabbed a bag of potatoes. Went back home, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm gonna just go. Threw it. No, you cooked chuck. I did cook chuck. She's right. It was that, yeah. So I cooked chuck, which basically it was just like a real thin steak. Mm-hmm. And so I cooked the chuck, and I was telling myself the whole time, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I doing this? I literally felt like, this is pointless. I did not like the way I was cooking. I don't know why I didn't, but I just felt like I was doing something pointless. I finished, and I kid you not, it was the best steak I had ever had. Not only because I cooked it, but because it was seasoned well. It wasn't cooked too long, wasn't cooked too short. It was right in that middle area. So her nana, my girlfriend's nana, had promised me. Well, it wasn't like a promise. It was kind of like a bet sort of thing. She was like, if you can cook a meal and show me this meal you cooked, I will get you your own apron. But initially it was, if she gets me an apron, I'll start cooking. Uh-huh. And so when I cooked, I told my girlfriend, I'm like, I was like, you need to come over and try this. Like, I will pick you up. You need to come over and try this. I then cut a ribeye for her. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, I'm gonna just cook it the same way I cook the chuck, except longer because ribeye's thicker. Cook the ribeye, and so, yeah, you see how it don't stick?
I love it here.
Telling you, that's new trick. So then I cooked the ribeye. I made baked potatoes for her, and then she was like, "This is really good." So when we saw her nana again, she was like, "No, you're good." And then she was like, "This is real." She's like, "Nana, you need to get him that apron. This was really good." And so she got me the apron, but by then I was cooking ribeyes. No, I was cooking T-bones. I was cooking potatoes. And then it kind of just branched out. I started making burgers and stuff. I haven't made Alfredo yet. I really want to, but I haven't made Alfredo yet only because it's a lot. Because you got to make a roux first.
A what?
A roux. So it's like a cheese sauce, basically. And that's how I prefer it. But then again, it's never been that big of a deal to me. So it was just like Alfredo had a lot of steps for me, and now that I say it, I want to do more adverse meal. Like I made spaghetti. I forgot I made spaghetti. It was that spaghetti.
Dear God, I want to make spaghetti.
Oh, spaghetti was so.
Spaghetti is high on the radar.
I made spaghetti
next week. Now that I think about it.
And I had just made a lot of meals that I really and truly had like loved. And I deep down, I fell in love with T-bone. It is now my favorite cut of steak. Dude, try to make gumbo. Oh, gumbo? Did he forget the B?
If I do gumbo, I have to bring my sister.
Okay, yeah, he did make gumbo.
Yeah, it's for sure gumbo. I would have to do my sister. My sister loves gumbo. She cooks a nasty gumbo. I would have to get my sister. She would have to agree to it. That is the only way I would do a gumbo ever if she was there. Like, that's non-debatable, non-negotiable. My sister has to be present. But anyways, yeah, continue with your T-bone.
But yeah, that has easily become my favorite cut of steak because you've got usually the side with more meat on it is less tender, but the side with less meat on it is more tender, and it's kind of like it pulls off immediately, and it's so good. But my highest on my tier list for cooking meals, like non-negotiable, is brisket. I love brisket. My girlfriend knows how much I love brisket. I think everyone in my family knows how much I love brisket. I will go to Mission Barbecue up the street, get me some brisket. Oh goodness, dude. The brisket is nice and juicy. And that's a main thing for me. I despise having dry meat. Isn't brisket that big cut of meat that usually takes out? Yep. Brisket, like you gotta smoke it for hours. But it's always so big and fat that you'll have like if I smoked a brisket for you, Elijah, that brisket would probably last you around a month. And
damn.
Brisket lasts long too. Like in Kroger, sometimes I feel like if you're at a nice Kroger or a nice store and they carry brisket, you have to be at a nice store. So like if you live in Tennessee, and a nice place in Tennessee would be Franklin. So I feel like Franklin would carry briskets in their Kroger only because I really feel like it's like you can't get brisket anywhere. It's really hard. So that's what my girlfriend did for me. She bought actually 2 briskets. She bought 2 briskets because they messed up on one, but I was like, I don't care if eat it. I'll eat it. And then they made another. Well, her dad made it. 2 briskets. And it was impeccable. I was talking to her earlier. I told her I want some more brisket. But that was my birthday surprise. She made me a whole brisket.
Brisket sound pretty good.
Yes, brisket take forever. Yes, brisket does take forever. You gotta smoke it and cook it for hours. So you better make sure your day is free. If you make brisket, you gotta make sure your day is free. You gotta try it when I'm older. It's for sure. It's worth it. But the thing is, it's also, but because the process. Sorry, texting.
No, you're good.
Also, is that because
you can go ahead and start on the sirloins, by the way.
Okay, so do you have butter? I need butter.
I just bought a fresh thing of butter too, so if that runs out.
Oh no, I shouldn't need a lot.
Alright.
So where'd the knife go?
Right here.
Alright, let me borrow this.
Continue your brisket story.
So thing is, with just need to get that really buttered. But where was I? brisket is a very expensive cut of meat. Oh wait, this is a lot of sirloin, so I need this really buttered.
Yeah.
So brisket is a really expensive cut of meat, and it's not because it's like, extra, fine or anything like that. It's because it's a lot. So, the larger amount is usually, if it's large and tender, it's gonna go for a very, very high amount. So I just thought about this. So this whole thing is not gonna fit in there. So do we want, actually, yeah, well, will this whole thing?
I would cut it down the middle.
Okay. Then that's what we will do.
Yeah, I would cut both down the middle.
All right. In that case. But yeah, brisket pretty expensive because it is a very nice tender cut of meat. So, if you plan on ever eating brisket or cooking brisket, do keep that in mind.
Why did I think you cut on the water when you did that?
That's hilarious. What does that say? Surprised though brisket would be like a chuck piece. No, it's more tender than chuck, and it's much harder to get at times. It's not like brisket will ever be out of season, but it's also not like, some brisket it's just really hard to get. And because it's really hard to get, it's like it's just more expensive. The harder it is to get, the more expensive it'll be. And so, like I said earlier, because this is a thin piece of meat, I'm gonna borrow the fork.
Yeah.
This is actually gonna cook really quick. See, this is already cooking pretty quickly.
Oh wow. Here, I could turn it down a little bit lower.
Yeah, only because I'm gonna be constantly rotating in and out of these pieces.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cook these until they're somewhat dark, because that's obviously not cooked all the way through.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cook these until they're a little bit darker.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut that to low then. Low and slow, as I always say.
And I use a lot of butter because you do want, like I said earlier, you want a juicy steak.
Yeah. That's why, typically I'll watch or I don't even cook with butter really, but steak's different.
Let's get that out there. Actually, I might turn this up. I think keeping it at a good sizzle. Oh, let me borrow that knife from under you. Keeping it at a good sizzle is very, very important.
I've heard A5 is the best meat money can buy. I would have to taste A5. Have you ever had A5?
I don't know. But here's my thing. Meat is meat.
Exactly.
meat is meat.
Honestly, when I think of meat, the only time I'm thinking, oh, this meat would probably taste better than this other meat is only if I'm going to a restaurant to try the meat. That's the only place where you will see me order an A5 or a Wagyu or something, because they would know how to cook.
Wagyu is here's the thing about Wagyu.
That's for you to put it on when you finish cooking.
And it's very hard to get good Wagyu. And yeah, it's really hard to get good Wagyu.
Is Wagyu is it? Have you had it?
But no, I've had a Wagyu burger. But it's one, there's a certain way to prepare it, and two, it's very hard to prepare.
Gotcha.
So it ends up being you've got to go through so many steps to get it like that, and it's this is going to be very expensive when you get it. What did that chat say?
That's just Salsa saying she hopes I made the steak the way she taught me, but I'm not making the steak, Salsa, so leave me alone. She's a friend of mine. She's going to school for cooking, so she be on me whenever I cook, and if I do something wrong, she will guarantee that I know how to do it the correct way. But she did teach me how to make the nice thick cut steaks. She taught me how to make those, so I do go by that anytime I make thick cuts. Though I think the last time I had steak was my steak and shrimp Alfredo.
Come on.
What the hell?
What?
Did you allow it, Salsa? It flagged the fatty.
Saw how fatty Wagyu.
Yeah, and that it can melt in your head.
Yep.
So yeah, I think she allowed it. Thank you, Salsa. #1 mod for real.
Let's see.
Also, oh lord, Salsa's gonna take over chat. So, little lesson about Salsa chat. I'm gonna brag on her a little bit. She actually is currently in college for cooking. She does just about everything. So, she does regular culinary arts, but she also knows how to do baking. She makes amazing sweets and especially bread. So, yeah, if you do have any questions and she beats us to it, you can trust her word because she for sure knows what she's talking about. She teaches me how to make stuff. So, and I'm the Iron Chef himself. So, yeah, you can 100% trust.
Bro, might be the steel chef. We'll say copper chef.
Copper is insane. How do we go from iron to copper?
I don't know.
Bro downgraded me from iron to steel and then from steel to fucking copper.
So we're in copper. Oh, that's got to be my favorite Jinxie quote. Come on, Embering. There we go. Because that was okay.
Let these tenderize a bit more.
So I do have that cooking at a nice temperature.
Yeah, Wagyu could end up being 1K. Yeah. Wagyu is built like that.
Oh my gosh, I cannot flip this ever.
Getting my complimentary chef on it.
So, because as usual, I do it. So, I'm gonna cut a quick piece for you. Let you try it, see what you think. Nice and cooked all the way through. You want to let that cool, or?
Nah, I'd pop it.
You sure?
Uh-huh.
Well, that is the first cut. We're gonna let Iron Chef Elijah decide.
Thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Is it good?
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
Seasoned to perfection.
In that case,
Levi, you ever thought about playing Yakuza? It's never been on my, well, it used to be on my radar.
I already know who's asking.
Yeah, it used to be on my radar, but I never got around to it. Because I was around the time, like, I was real big into GTA, and so I was just playing GTA. But for sure, I could give it a look.
Dude, so, alright, I'm gonna take this off real quick.
I know as far as game series that I have upcoming, I have Deltarune that I have to do because Undertale was my biggest video, so I said I'd continue down that line a little bit. I have Deltarune coming up, and I have Elden Ring coming up because I'm gonna beat Elden Ring before Night Rain comes out. It's just bro, trying Yakuza will change your outlook on
So, I already know who's asking that. So that is my friend. I call him Soggy, and that's what everybody calls him. So, funny thing, he had never played Skyrim. So I had told him, I was like, I'll make a deal with you. I was like, if you play Skyrim, like, I mean, like, genuinely play Skyrim. Don't, like, get on and play through, like, the first 5 minutes and say I don't like. I was like, play Skyrim. When you play Skyrim, I will play Yakuza. Yakuza is actually really, really fun. I told myself, because the way he talks about it, you'd think it'd be just overhyped, but it's actually really, really good. But he be getting on to me because I'm very picky. I hate a lot of dialogue.
Yeah.
So whenever I be skipping, he'd be like, no, you can't skip, no. And I'll be like, listen, they gonna have to speed it up.
The only thing I know about Yakuza is Tiger Drop and negates all damage.
Oh my gosh. He quotes that like it's nothing.
Yeah, that's the only thing I know about that series is the whole Tiger Drop negates all damage. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw that shit, it had me dying in laughter. And then I had to do my research. Then I figured out it was true. And then I was like, oh shit, this game might be worth picking up.
Is he a Japanese guy? What the F is happening? I'm telling you, I never know. Listen, when I started playing, I would just skip through the dialogue. He was like, no, stop. And then I kind of already understood the story because I was like, somebody died, but he didn't kill him, so somebody's trying to set him up, and somebody don't like him. And I was like, oh, okay. But he insists I listen to dialogue. So I told him I will listen to the dialogue. So this is beginning to get pretty. No, that's mainly just butter.
Yeah, that's just butter. I like that butter. Keep that butter, because you got to think, that's going to soak right up into the cheese sauce that comes right after.
So I'm going to keep as much of this butter as I can. I'm going to go ahead and slice that other part in half. Excuse me. And then I can cook the little shreds after all the main stuff.
Yeah, right now I'm just chilling.
So that well seasoned. Gotta spread out some more. And it's kind of like, since the seasoning sat so long, it kind of looks like a weird mush thing. Hear me out. Add rosemary with the butter when you make steak.
Is that salsa talking?
Yes.
Leave! Add garlic too. No, look, sauce. Hang on, I'm gonna talk to her. Don Cop Terraria, do a Calamity playthrough. No. I actually started a Terraria playthrough with my friend.
Yeah,
No.
let him do all the Terraria talk.
Nah.
He already know he's trying to set me up for failure because he said this is like the friggin' hardest mod in the game.
It is. So it's kind of funny because Calamity is like the hardest mod, but it's the only mod Terraria people be playing. But no, I will be doing a Calamity playthrough eventually. I made a deal with my friend because he fucking loves, like, he will grind the shit out of Calamity at least 5 times per year. And so I told him, look, if we can sit down and beat OG Terraria first, because I've technically never beat it. I used to play on console, and I would focus more on cooking. But we used to play on console. And so I never beat Moonlord on console because about time he finally made it to console, I wasn't playing as much. And so he, from there, from there I was like, if we beat the OG game, I will do an actual Calamity run through with him. And so that's where we're going. Also, Sauce, I didn't mean it like that. It's just, we don't want the steak to end up just too strong, because there's still going to be the mac and cheese part, and we want it all to blend in well. So that's the only reason I said that. Other than that, trust me, I listen to your tips. You should have seen how I cooked my last steak when I did the steak and shrimp Alfredo. I followed everything you taught me, and that's how I got this hat. Which I'll go into more details about that later when I'm making the cheese sauce, and it's my turn to tell my story. My cooking adventures.
Tell your story. We gotta know.
It basically, I'm not gonna hold you. My story revolves, when you make a thick steak. Oh yeah, for sure. But my story essentially revolves around me being a fat ass. That is where my story starts, and I'm not gonna hold you.
Isn't that everybody though?
Yeah, but that's quite literally where my story started. Was me just being a fat ass and wanting to eat good food. But we'll get to that. After playing modded Terraria, going back to Terraria and seeing the world is like black and white. You're not wrong. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out the water. It's nice and tender, nice and done. I need to cut. Okay, that eye is off because we're gonna have to let the macaroni sit for a bit before we combine.
So, by the way, turn my heat up a little under high. I do want it to cook a little faster since it's a thin steak. It's gonna cook quick anyway. In all this, if y'all can see like the brown and stuff around it, that's really just like butter.
Star of the show is going to shine.
The more heat, the more color.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, it's so nice having salsa around in chat, especially when I'm cooking.
We all need a salsa in our lives.
We really do. Salsa is a W friend. I can't go into like a lot detail for personal reasons, but no, salsa is an amazing friend. I'd put her on my top 10 for sure. I said, don't. You shouldn't be ranking your friends like that, but
Brown butter blesses your steak. So funny thing. Whenever I cook, I use like that chef butter. I use it's called
I hate
like
it here. Fuck.
I use black truffle butter. I'll use black truffle butter, and then it's called steakhouse butter, and it's basically just I use seasoned butter.
I've never heard of that a day in my life.
It's this brand. I think that you get it like Costco and stuff. I'm not sure.
I don't have a Costco membership.
I don't either, but I'll tell you what. Whenever my girlfriend needs to go shopping, I'll be like, that's where I want to go. Dude, I'll run up a check in Costco. Look at that. She wasn't kidding. Hey, she was right.
Does it matter which butter you use? Yes and no. For the most part, no. But if you're looking for a specific taste and whatnot, then yeah.
Let me cook a little bit more of this.
You did.
I didn't realize all that blood was there. I don't want that blood in my food.
Throwing in some oil to the macaroni, by the way, just to make sure it doesn't stick.
Kerrygold butter is the best. No, she's only saying that because every time we go to friggin' Cheesecake Factory, they give us that grassland butter, and Kerrygold is basically grassland butter. So she swears it's the best.
If we talking about the best butter, let's stop it right now.
It's Blue Bonnet.
You see the Smart Balance butter supports healthy cholesterol levels. This is the best butter, hands down.
Hey, Blue Bonnet on top.
Hey, Blue Bonnet do go crazy. If it wasn't for me on my healthy boy shit, I would 100% be getting Blue Bonnet.
I started eating a lot healthier too. Like this whole year, like I started the year off. I told my girlfriend like I want to eat healthier because I'm like I'm so quick to go and grab some fast food to eat. And I had told myself like I can't be eating fast food for forever. That's like the most unhealthy thing I can do. Mm-hmm. So I told myself, get me some oh yeah, now that looks good.
Yeah, that looks nice.
That looks amazing. So let's take that off. Then slap this on. We're gonna add more butter. I forgot. We gotta constantly re-butter it because it kind of sucks up all the butter.
Definitely needs more butter. No more color.
You said more color?
Nah, needs more butter.
Agreed. I'm gonna grab this. That butter melted quickly. I hope I didn't burn it.
I'm not gonna lie. This specific song that's playing right now, it's played so much on the other lo-fi station I listened to, I immediately was able to recognize it.
That's hilarious. You know what? Funny thing. I used to make fun of Chigo for listening to lo-fi, but he would listen to it like at school and stuff. And I mean, it's no problem to listen to it. But I didn't think that when I was younger. When we were in high school, I was like, why are you listening to lo-fi? And then I realized like it's torching my hands. I told myself now that I listen to more lo-fi, I listen to it whenever I'm studying and stuff, and it kind of gets it's better for me. I used to bully him for listening to lo-fi.
That is hilarious.
What'd she say? I'm kind of using her tips a lot.
Salsa is saying like that you'd want more crust, or you want a nice crust to it.
Agreed.
I've never I don't know, at first I was very hesitant about lo-fi, or I didn't think like, oh, it's not like, it don't actually be helping them, anything like that. Because I was more of a like, you need complete silence whenever you're doing something. I could not have been more incorrect.
Now that is looking real good.
That looks like a nice thing. But yeah, it's safe to say I quickly learned from the error of my ways, and ever since I started listening to lo-fi, I've never been able to go back.
That makes sense. I'm tossing that back on there so we get more color.
Yeah.
Wow, look at the difference.
You versus the guy she told you nothing.
Literally.
Squid Game Season 1, Squid Game Season 2.
I had just now started watching Squid Game. I had never seen. Listen, so I remember it was junior year. Everybody was talking about it as if it was the best show in the world. Mm-hmm. And then I had always told myself, it can't be that good. People keep talking about Squid Games this, Squid Games that. I'm like, it cannot be that good. I watched Squid Game Season 1. It kind of is that good.
I might have to. I've been hearing this from everybody, and I'm just like, it can't.
It's that good. Listen, hear me out. It's that good.
The Shermanator called me talking about it the other day, and I was like, John, I don't really even do dramas like that if I'm being real. I might have to cave. You played these games before?
Oh, that fat. See, that's why I gotta render some of this fat, because that didn't cook.
Nah, that fat is Dodson.
So turn that back down a little bit.
I played these games before. Levi watches a K-drama. I'll watch Bleach.
Don, you played these games before? Of course. Oh my God. Let me tell you how much I despise the English dub. The voices never match up, and it just looks so weird. And here's the thing. It's not that bad that the voices don't match up, only because, you know, obviously they were written to be in a language that in English. So, but when they sound like all the English actors, well, the voice actors sound like they have no emotion. So it's like, hey, and then it's all in the face. Hold on, point it towards me, because this is how they say. Like somebody will die and they'll be like, oh my God, they died. I can't believe that happened. How did it even get like this? I hate it. Everyone, no, I'm not reading the rest of that. And
yeah, no, why. That's why I hurry up and jerk the camera over.
He knows why.
Let's talk. So, about this whole One Piece nonsense. This filler piece, this drag piece, this mid piece, this... You get the point here. Slug piece, even. I not to say that I hate One Piece. No, I understand its value. I understand why it's part of the big three, and I understand all that it brings to the table. Peak. See. Don't be rash. Don't be rash.
Thank you.
Not peak. It's not peak. Let's start there. Bleach clears. I'm gonna start there.
Thank you.
But we're not gonna go that far just yet, because I would have to bring out a whole essay on why Bleach clears One Piece any day of the week, and Bleach is a finished series. See.
Hey, Bleach soundtrack. Oh, I think Bleach soundtrack alone solos One Piece.
I wouldn't say the soundtrack alone, but I mean, one of them does have a vinyl. One of them does have a vinyl. The other doesn't. Like, let's be... AOT beats everything? What are we talking about?
I know nobody said that but my girlfriend.
It was Lanaya. What are we talking about right now? Hang on, wait. Just this whole little section alone clears One Piece. Again, Bleach clears on every caliber. Hey man, y'all can call me the greatest glazer, the greatest meat rider. Bleach clears. You heard it here. Bleach clears. It's cinema. It's peak. And they only made it better. That's the thing. They're only making it better with
Live Action Bleach comes out, so we have... Bro, you know what? Pause. One Piece fans are never going to recover from this. I'm showing this to... Oh my God, it's so bad. Oh, it's so painful. Have you seen this?
What?
It's so bad.
What
It's
is that?
so bad. It's so bad.
Y'all niggas cook. Y'all niggas cook.
This is why One Piece is mid. I know you've seen this because you're a One Piece fan, Soggy. Oh, this is so cooked.
That's your MC?
This animation put them back years. That animation set them back at least 20 years.
That's your MC? Ichigo would never. Ichigo? He would never.
Hey, you know what? There's only one thing that I hate about the friggin' One Piece. It's the 4Kids dub. The 4Kids dub is so bad.
Wasn't in Oda's vision. Nah, I give One Piece its flowers. It has the best. I would say One Piece has some of the best world building ever in fiction. Like, they have some of the best world buildings. I really like how unique the transformations are. I think Year 5 was a bullshit ass pull, but I understand it to a degree. But also, I do think it was kind of an ass pull. But it's still very unique with its power ups. It has a very well flushed out power system, much better than even like the King itself, Dragon Ball. But then again, show me the food. Okay, fine, my fault. I'll put the fries in the bag.
So right now we're just cooking these little pieces. I rendered these.
What's an ass pull again? Gear 5. I think Gear 5 was low key an ass pull. Like,
And then didn't he have it for like a few minutes? Or am I tripping?
no, okay, so the first time he did it, yeah, but then he reactivated it, and like ever since then he's been getting more and more used to it.
Listen, I will say One Piece has the funniest animation.
Yes.
By far, it is the funniest, and it's not even the fact that it tries to be funny. It was that friggin' scene where he's fighting the dude with the super long earlobes.
Oh, yeah.
And then he tries to shock Luffy, but Luffy's made of rubber, so he's just like,
Oh yeah, no.
the whole time, what's his name? Enel?
Yeah.
Enel?
Yeah.
Alright, get that off. Oh my gosh.
You know? Yeah, you
Yes,
know?
that dude. I don't know how you say his name, but yes, that dude. Kid you not. That was so confusing. And the only reason I know it is because of that damn Daniel. Oh, that sound. Yeah, but yeah, I think One Piece is overhyped. I'm not going to say it's not good. I'm not going to say it's bad because I haven't watched it. But I have never seen anyone.
The Blackbeard riding me. That shit is funny as hell.
Dude,
That shit is funny, bro.
bro.
One Piece does have the best memes.
It
Out of all
does
that.
have a lot of memes. The white beard dick thing, dude.
It wasn't just Whitebeard.
The white beard dick thing.
The
was
One Piece is they haven't recovered from that.
literally.
That's what really put them in shambles, bro. The One Piece is real.
You
If
ain't got much
bro,
higher.
I kid you not. If you bring that up against a One Piece fan, they will like dead ass get triggered and be like, "Shut up, bro. What are you talking about? Shut the fuck up." It is just the funniest shit to me.
You want this as straight fat?
Oh yeah, sure. I'm gonna let it cool a bit.
Other than that, this is all done.
Perfect. Just leave it right there.
All right. I'll let it sit on the eye. So when you're ready to add, are you ready to add cheese now? Or?
Not just yet. Here, I'm gonna put that. Alright, do you want to put it here where I can like seal it or oven?
Doesn't matter to me really.
Alright, let's put it in the microwave.
Okay. Now, do we want to use this plate because that's like grease and blood?
Yes.
And stuff? Okay.
Let it. I would say like make it to where more steak is right there.
Okay.
Let it soak up that flavor, man.
Okay. So in that case, I guess I'll put that there. This. I really hope none of this is undercooked because this is such a nice small steak.
Nah.
Like all of that. Is that under? That's undercooked. for sure.
It's fine. I mean, steak, it's fine. Like you don't steak. Like it doesn't all have to be complete brown.
This is true.
Plus, I kind of like my steak a bit red.
I'm not against
Call
it.
me a caveman, which they literally used to, but I like a little bit of red on my meat.
I'm not against
On my
it.
red meats, anyways. Now, if you see some pink on poultry, throw
Pink
that
on
bitch back
poultry
on
is
it.
crazy.
No, bro. So it was like the other night.
Boom. Let's look at
Somebody made like a sashimi style chicken, and I was like, that shit is illegal. Steaks looking pretty good.
that. All right. Ready for microwave?
I want to be reminded of that.
What did he say?
He's talking about the One Piece is real. He said, I don't want to be reminded.
Dude, all that set y'all back by millennia.
Bleach would never.
Dude, so I used to be like this diehard. I used to be a diehard Naruto fan. And everyone used to say, Naruto's just filler. I'm like,
No.
everyone
Fuck
like.
no.
I've never seen anybody say anything wrong with Naruto other than the filler. It's never been. They don't get these random power creeps either. So it's not like that was my beef with Dragon Ball Super. That was my biggest beef with Dragon Ball Super. You can look at me like that, but you know.
No,
it's
I'm
true.
saying be careful with Dragon Ball, especially Super, because Super manga and Super anime are two totally different entities.
So let's talk about the
accept
Super
that.
anime.
Super anime is actually just random power up the musical.
Because listen,
I can't defend it.
he got listen, this is not within like 400, 500. This is within like 200 something episodes. Goku gets God. No, he discovers that there's someone more powerful than the Kais. He fights Beerus in Super Saiyan 3.
Gets his ass whopped.
Then they discover, oh, so I can become a Super Saiyan God? Let me do that. Becomes a Super Saiyan God. Then becomes a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Then finds out about Ultra Instinct. Uses Ultra Instinct. Proceeds to master it. And this is all in one tournament. Absolutely not. Yeah, no. Listen, but here's the thing. He didn't go through no like extreme. I mean, other than like, okay, your universe is gonna be erased. I mean, I guess that would send you to pretty, deep extremes. But think about when he powered up against Frieza. When he literally watched his childhood friend get blown up, and he was like,
And he was threatening his son.
he was like, hell no. He was like, Gohan, take Piccolo. I'm going to kill this nigga 10 times over. And that's what's crazy. He spared Frieza. Frieza was like, no, if I'm dying, I'm going to die a warrior's death. This nigga turned around as he was flying, saw the Destructo Frieza disc, turned around and said, so you want this work? And blew him to smither. And then in Super, it's just like, nah, nice. I got 3 forms in like 100 episodes. Oh, let's play baseball, by the way.
Super anime is kinda a mess.
Blown up in the, yes, he was literally became fire. And then what's crazy is that he had an off-camera training arc when he learned instant transmission. Bro. Dragon Ball Z only. I just say this. Z only is top 10 anime. Because,
Z
listen,
only.
Kid Buu, oh my gosh. Kid Buu was a menace.
I think the Blue Arc unironically brings Z down a bit.
Here's my thing though. I feel like it made Z better. It gave us a deeper look into like Vegeta's true intentions. He never really was cool with Kakarot. It was just kind of like he tolerated him. Mm-hmm. So then it became, once I forgot Babidi. It was one of them.
Babidi.
Yeah, Babidi possessed him, and it was like he still has all these evil intentions. So Babidi was just like basically reawakening them.
Yep.
Fought Majin Vegeta in Super Saiyan 2. Vegeta had lost. No, Vegeta won, and then basically it said, Why am I doing this dude's bidding? I'm stronger than him. Kills Boo by blowing himself up. But then again, Goku's like, nah, I gotta get revenge for Vegeta. The man comes back down from heaven, goes Super Saiyan 3, and mops the floor with Boo. Now, this is not Kid Boo. Kid Boo required, like, a spirit bomb to put him down.
A Super Saiyan spirit bomb.
Literally. And what's that? He lucky he ain't seen... Dude, listen. No, he saw Super...
He knew Super Saiyan 3. Vegeta knew... Okay, let me step in real quick. Mr. Dragon Ball. Vegeta knew Goku had Super Saiyan 3. He knew because when they were fighting at... when it was Majin Vegeta versus
he
Goku...
was like, you're not using your full power.
He knew Goku was holding back. So
and that's
he knew.
that's why he was like... I'm pretty sure he was like, I'll never be able to surpass Kakarot and stuff like that.
That was later. That was after he came back and when Goku was fighting Kid Buu. That's when he was like, I can't beat him. He basically just said, nah, nigga, you got it for real. You are.
I think the reason Goku held back is because he knew, he knew he was stronger, but it was also like...
Time limit. Because he had the halo and he knew that if shit happens, I'm gonna need to be here for a bit longer.
You have another water in here?
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, you got enough water.
For about a minute. Alright. And I'm gonna take over real quick if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
Alright. At least you did get the Yamcha treatment. We could get back, because I could go on and on. But we're gonna go ahead and get started with the sauce. I've already got the butter in. Of course, it doesn't look like it, but it's there. We browned that garlic.
I'm keeping
and so now,
so we don't get them confused.
all right, gonna add flour and salt. I'm not adding salt. We have enough salt in there. So I'm gonna add the flour to it. How much flour was it again?
I still cannot get. I'm
4 tablespoons.
I'm gonna just go ahead and drop it. I really cannot get over like how much I love your apartment.
Thank you. Please don't drop any details though.
No, I'm not, but I love it.
Thank you.
He lives at 123 Street. But no.
I've almost doxed myself a few times actually. All on accident, by the way.
Oh my gosh. I always thought to myself, like, what do you do whenever I see streamers get swatted, it's like, what do you do in that situation? Like, obviously, you gotta keep cool, because, like, it's SWAT. They're ready to shoot anything at any given moment.
Yeah.
But, like, what do you do in that moment? Like, do you just, like, shut off your stream and say, like, oh, I got swatted, so I'm not streaming anymore?
Yeah, so at that point, once you get swatted, number one, you want to try to shut it off in case, something does happen. Well, you can leave the stream on, but for the most part, you want to immediately retreat, kind of show them like, hey, I don't have any weapons, I don't have anything on me, and then just follow any of their demands. Once you get to a point to where you can go and clear things up with them and be like, yo, this is what happened, I'm a streamer, somebody from my stream called you guys in, and get everything taken care of with them. That's when you go back in, you get back to streaming.
Here's my thing. How do you get somebody swatted? Do you just like I don't know. That's just really weird.
It's not hard. You just call in. Like, if you know their address, which there are ways to find it, you would just call them in and be like, yo, this person is like doing this. Oh, I heard my neighbor screaming, they got guns and all that stuff. Now, I do think it's harder to get swatted, like, in the state that I live in. Y'all already know what state I live in. But, like, I do think it's harder to get swatted here than, like, let's say LA. Because, LA, they have a lot more security because of the fact that it's fucking LA. You making a roux?
A roux.
A roux?
Who asked that?
Basically, Kuro.
Oh.
Alright, so for the milk, I didn't mention this earlier. I am using almond milk, but it's the unsweetened and just like original milk flavor. I use almond milk, by the way, guys, in case y'all did not know. I am an avid almond milk enjoyer. It's either almond joy or no joy. I never explained the story of the hack. But nah, they've heard my spill before. I'll explain my cooking journey and how I even got to this point. Like I said, it revolves around me being a fat ass. I couldn't be more for real about that. Almond Joy sucks.
Who said that?
Crow did.
Listen, here's my thing. I'm not gonna disagree, only because listen, I've never tried it. But then again, I've never like looked at almond milk and been like, oh yeah, I want some almond milk.
No, for sure not. Almond milk, here's what I will say. Unless you're like avidly seeking out a replacement to milk, you're not gonna go near almond milk. Because that's the biggest thing about almond milk. Almond milk is mainly like if you don't want to drink that regular 2% farm milk, you get almond milk.
I don't know. I've never been one for whatchamacallit, one for almond milk.
Alright, we're almost done here. Just gonna let that simmer for a bit while I wait. No shot it has this song. This is one of my favorite lo-fi songs. Yep, this is the one. I fucking love this one.
Okay, I need you to explain something. I don't get it.
What?
Sorry, I blanked. I don't understand the hype. Maybe, I don't know. I need you to give me a spiel on Marvel Rivals.
Marvel? I'm glad you asked. You're talking to the 24 Hours Star-Lord guy.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, wait, let me catch up with chat real quick. Coconut sucks. I hate it. Wait, hang on. Almond milk and coconut milk are two totally different things. I hate coconut too. I don't fucking care for coconut.
Listen, I am the same way until I get me a pina colada.
Yeah. Okay, when you get a pina colada, it makes your coconut experience a lot more different. Cause, I'm gonna have to make some pina coladas on stream someday. I'll probably do that with like a hibachi meal.
Dude.
I don't think I could do it.
Pina colada. Oh, my mom's supposed to be making me. My mom told me she was gonna make me one. She never made me one. I'm very mad.
But so rivals, think Overwatch, but not necessarily Overwatch, but kind of in the same fashion. 6v6 hero shooters. So you have all your iconic heroes. You have the 3 classes: Vanguard, which is just like your tank. You have your DPS, and you have your healers or your strategists. But why I say Marvel Rivals differs is, although you have the different classes, each class, like one tank doesn't necessarily play like every other tank. And that's not just by moveset, that's by like your play style with them too. So some of your tanks are built to be more aggressive tanks to rush in and like really, of course, every tank absorbs damage, but some of them are also built more for like designed around getting those certain picks or like separating the group more so you can isolate those picks. You have DPS. You have a special type of DPS, which I really love and kind of keeps the game balanced. A literal tank buster. Somebody that is, well, it's Wolverine. He is designed to literally keep the tanks in check. So that way they don't, like, go crazy. And then you have your other DPS that are more the backline runners.
But,
they
like,
get back there and get all the kills and stuff.
My thing is, so, like, all I know is Wolverine has claws. So is he like an up close type of?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So they stay true to that. Not it's a 6v6 hero shooter, but not everybody are shooters. So like Spider-Man, Iron Fist, they are brawlers. They will get up in your face and beat the shit out of you. Same with Black Panther.
Okay, so
and Hulk.
So question.
Yeah.
Why is everyone hating on the shark dude? I've never understood. I'll look at videos of it and they'll be like, me when I find the shark main in real life, and I was like,
It's really just because of his ult. Jeff the Shark's ult is kind of fucked. His ultimate is basically he'll go into the ground and in a little radius, like he will eat everybody in that radius, and they're stuck there for about, I think it's 5 seconds.
Jeez.
And so what he does is usually if he grabs somebody, he'll spit them off stage to where they just die. That's why people hate
You
him.
know what? Can I say something that's gonna sound cringe? I used to play. Oh, what's that say? Jeff Maines could decide whether you live or.
Basically, yes.
So, here's my thing. I used to play Overwatch 2. So I played a Roadhog. So automatically, everybody hates me.
Yeah, fuck you. I as a Lucio main, I must say fuck you.
No, I hate. Y'all are more cringe.
How?
Y'all will literally run around the whole map, come out of nowhere, base boost me off stage, and then go back to sliding across the map.
Don't get caught. You got caught lacking, bruh.
No, and that's exactly how I beat that every single time. You know what I do? When that Lucio gets close, I will listen. I hate healers so much, I will target healers. If I see Zenyatta trying to heal his team, I'm hooking you. Listen, I've got it down. Hook, shoot, melee, in that order.
You just gave me some trauma with that shit.
It's like MXB from Halo, except I'm hooking, shooting, and I'm melee. And that usually kills every healer instantly. Hook already does damage, shoot once, boom. And then when the Mercies try and fly off, and I shoot them with that weird long range that Hog has, it's so fun. Mm-hmm. I love it when Mercies run.
So cynical right now.
Cause playing Roadhog is so fun. I will literally sit, and then when like people get cocky and push me, I'll hook them, swing my camera around, and dump them right off the map. And usually it's tanks that get caught, specifically Orisa mains. Mm-hmm. So when they get cocky and they start chasing me, and I turn that corner, and they turn that corner with me, I'm hooking you, I'm turning my camera around, and I'm watching you fall off the map. You know how many times I've been called racial slurs because I play like that? And it's unranked. People will literally be like, go to ranked if you're going to play like that, or why'd you download if you're going to play like that? I'm like, dude, I don't even play this game enough.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm like that in COD. Bro, I'm sorry, but some niggas really sat there. You spend $70 on the game just so you could sit there prone up in a fucking corner. Get alive!
I can't.
This ain't Modern Warfare 2019, bro.
Listen,
Move.
Fun fact, I got banned on that game.
What, 2019?
Yes.
How?
So, funny story. What does that say? Well, what you gotta get support class. Listen, it's nothing I have against y'all. It's just Zenyatta mains are so annoying. Because why is Zenyatta is low-key a DPS?
He is. It's not low-key. There's no low-key about it.
He is a DPS hidden inside of a healer. It's not even hidden.
It's not.
If he had like 300 health, if he had more health, he would literally be a tank DPS healer.
Don't forget, healing class has, hey, to be fair, it's, well, mainly in Overwatch. We got motherfuckers like, what's her name, Moira?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you don't get to
Moira.
just act like healers are so innocent in Overwatch.
I hate Moira so much.
The
fact you don't have to aim and you just have to click and you take damage.
Moira is actually the reason I quit. When Moira came out, she was so stupid. I said, I'm not fucking playing this game.
When I would run away and they just follow you doing like with their freaking hand, I'm like, go away.
Yeah, and then she throws the ball that does more damage. Yeah,
I was like, why do you do DPS damage as a healer?
That shit was stupid.
And so,
look at that. Look how thick that is.
Let me see.
Look how thick it is.
Ooh.
So this is about done. It just needs to set. Go ahead and chop up the steak. We can go ahead and start chopping up the steak.
All right.
I'm gonna let you do that part.
All right. I'm gonna reach.
And then Kuro, special. this is like solely for you. Save some cheese. We're gonna bake it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and get that preheat going.
And that's everyone over here. Again, the steaks. You know what? I've got to eat one of these little chunks.
Can I?
Go ahead.
Also, I'm gonna have the camera be over here for you when you chop those steaks.
That is really good.
And let me clean this off a bit.
That is really good.
Get this out of here.
I got nothing but smiles. This is really good.
I told you, bro.
And that's my first time trying. I didn't try it the first time. But, dude.
I have a little bit of butter in here still.
All right.
No, you're good.
So, here's my thing. Since it's mac and cheese, it's a lot of mac and cheese. Do you want to do like, so, let me see. So, we'll do these two to begin with. How thick do we want these cut? Do we want, do we want like that? Since we do basically have 4 huge pieces of this, do we want like this, like over here on, do we want that much, or do we want like, what do we feel?
I would say how you had it originally, because
So, like,
we do have a lot of steak, yes, but also you don't want the like chunk. Oh my god, fucking perfect medium rare.
That is cooked perfectly.
Cooked to perfection.
There's enough pink to where it's not undercooked. That looks amazing.
But yeah,
All right, and so
because you don't want it to be too big to where it disrupts the mac and cheese part itself.
So, as of now, just cutting these up, getting these all layered out. I'm gonna let these bask in this sauce, juice, blood pool a little bit. And so, what was I saying? But yes, back to Overwatch. No, how I got banned on Call of Duty. So, I had played, this is when I was in this was probably, this was right after COVID. No, this was around, during COVID and a little after. So, I was unemployed. So, I literally would sit at home and religiously like play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Like, I'd wake up, do whatever I need to do, and sit and play Call of Duty for hours. That was like my peak unemployment. And so I had built up so much progress, and it was like, you know, one thing because the camos were so hard to get. It's not that they were hard, it was just like, it was such a long process.
Yeah.
And so I had got a gaming laptop that year. And so I was like, oh, I can download using my Epic account, so I don't have to already pay for it. So I can just link my Xbox account to my Activision, and I can play it there. And that's exactly what I did. I played Call of Duty through I played Call of Duty. No, I still had to purchase it. I just had to link my account, but it was on sale. So anyway, I had linked my account, played it, and so my friend, this dude was telling me, he was like, yeah, there's this unlock tool you can use to get all the camos.
Oh, wow.
I fell for that. He told me there was an unlock tool, and I was like, all right.
He got you, bro.
I got banned indefinitely. I tried to appeal, and I was going to try and make up some BS excuse and be like, yeah, it wasn't me on that account. I was
My cousin borrowed it, bro.
I literally was like, yeah, it wasn't me on that account. So,
I'm guessing they said, yeah, and this ban wasn't from us.
yeah, basically. So, fun fact, got banned on Call of Duty. I was sad because I had spent good money on that game. And so, you know what? I can actually go back and show you all of my like pack purchases because I still had the app on my iPad, and it would like track your kills and stuff. And I had like a lot of kills and deaths and stuff, so I would literally, if I had my iPad, I'd be able to show you and go back. But, yep, got banned on Call of Duty. And sometimes I reminisce about it, and then I tell myself, nobody's playing the game anymore, so.
Nobody's. Actually, yeah, that is true. I'm not gonna lie. BO6, it's like, it's good. It's a step in the right direction, but ultimately, I think people are just done with COD. Honestly.
I think people are done with COD as well.
Are they done with like the yearly releases? At least I know that's where I was kind of coming from, because I'm like, why am I gonna keep buying just the same thing? Like, why would I buy it even though I know next year they're gonna move on to the next? Because like I really love BO6, but when it first came out, I was just like, damn. Are we almost done? Yeah, we're almost done. We're just cutting the steaks right now because we're gonna combine the steaks with the mac and cheese, and then after that, we'll just need to actually bake it. And I'm already preheating the oven for that bake, so that way we're prepared there.
But back to what you were saying on Call of Duty, I'm the same way. It's kind of just like, it's not that I don't enjoy Call of Duty. It's just that you're going to release the same game next year, and people are going to do the same. It's the same process. People are going to release, here's what we don't want in Call of Duty Black Ops Michael Edition 24. And I'll be like, you know, okay, I can agree. And then that's what they did with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. The one with Ghost on the cover, it was horrible.
Yep, and then
they removed all the Omni movement that people wanted. Now I'm like, y'all should be happy. That means niggas aren't doing that slide canceling stuff to get all the way across the map.
Exactly.
Niggas aren't diving into like these weird slides. Niggas aren't doing all this. And I'm glad they nerfed the movement. It makes it feel like, okay, I'm actually fighting a fair fight. And niggas complained about it. I didn't see the issue. Now let me tell you what my main issue was. The attachment unlocking system, Elijah. When I tell you, listen, here's how it should work. I level up this gun max, I get all the attachments for that gun.
Wasn't that one the one where it's like, oh no, you get this attachment from leveling up this gun to this level? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, they missed me with that shit. When I saw that, I was like, fuck no, fuck this game.
And so I literally was like, it literally was like,
were you done cutting the steaks?
Oh yeah. Do you want them any thinner?
Nah, those are good.
Okay. Other than that, everyone, nice little pink in there. Nice little pink in there. Always gotta have your pink in there. Nice pink in there. But yeah, it looks wonderful.
Yeah. All right. So now we get to the semi-final. This would have been the final part, but we're adding an extra step. So you dump the steak in here. Beep, beep, beep. Let's see. I'm gonna use you. Is this the right thing to use for this? I'm just kind of mixing it around. Wooden spatula. Mix that in with that good.
But oh my gosh. And so back to the attachments, it was bad because it was, yeah, level this gun up to get this attachments. Oh, you want that attachment? You gotta go level this gun, but you don't get this gun until level so-and-so.
Exactly.
It was the worst leveling system I had ever seen in my life. I think that might be like top 10 worst Call of Duties ever. But listen, like I said, I was peak unemployed, so best believe I have every attachment. And I'm not banned on that one. So I've got every attachment on every gun. I think they kind of just gave up on that Call of Duty.
They did. That's what Modern Warfare 3 was, because Modern Warfare 3 was originally just going to be like DLC for MW2, But MW2 was so terrible that they just made MW3 a whole new game and basically brought back a lot of what people were wanting that they just removed for no apparent reason. But yeah, technically BO6 was supposed to be the second COD game after MW2, which I hate that happened because they basically looked at that as, oh, well, back to the yearly releases. And it's like, no, non-yearly releases can work. It's just make the one that you're releasing actually good. Like, I feel like if BO6 was the one that they chose to make a non-yearly release, it would thrive. And people would actually be more interested in it. Mix this around. This actually looks very good.
Oh, sounds good too.
You know what's funny?
What?
I'm pretty sure the camera actually picks up the sound. At least I heard it last time I was making my Alfredo.
It does look really good. And see, the steak is gonna and see, so the steak, it may look a little undercooked, but then you're basically just gonna recook it.
Exactly. It's gonna get all that tenderness and whatnot back.
I never played BO6, but I kind of dislike how every dark ether map was just remade. Yep.
Yeah.
That's all it was. But here's the thing. I feel like they're not making Call of Duties for new generation anymore. It's just like nostalgia now. Like they'll be like, oh, I remember playing this map back in Black Ops 2. Oh, I remember playing this map back in Black Ops so and so, and it'll be like you can't really get any more original because everything is Call of Duty Modern Warfare or Call of Duty Black Ops.
Yeah.
But you know what? See what they won't rehash? Call of Duty Ghosts. That was really good. I for sure think Ghost is a top 10 Call of Duty.
You know, I have one other person that would agree with that take. Only one.
Who?
My friend Antonio. He's like a major COD dude. Mm-hmm. He'd probably agree with that. I didn't like Ghost. I didn't.
I think Ghost was really good, but here's my thing. I don't want Ghost for multiplayer. I don't want Ghost for their zombies mode that was called like Extraction instead of zombie. You fought like these beasts, these monsters instead of actual zombies. Mm-hmm. But here's my thing. I didn't care about any of that. The campaign was really, really well made.
I did hear it had an amazing campaign.
It was like, listen, all these are original characters and original ideas. There's no, there's no Captain Price, there's no Soap, there's no Makarov, there's none of, that. It's just like, this is how, like, Ghost came to be. Like, because everybody calls him Ghost, but, like, this is where the Ghost moniker came from. Because the dude's mask and stuff like that, that's where it originally came from. Mm-hmm. And so, like, the campaign was so good, and it leaves you on a cliffhanger. It was the worst cliffhanger in Call of Duty in any history of cliffhangers, because you quote unquote kill the main enemy, and then he comes and clearly he's not dead, and he like kicks your character in the face, and he's like, you know what, kid, you got fight in you. But you know what we're gonna do? He was like, you're gonna join me, and we're gonna kill all the ghosts. Because basically, he was a ghost until he felt like they abandoned him. Mm-hmm. So now he wants revenge. So he was like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna kill all the ghosts. And he basically drags you away, and the campaign ends.
Damn.
In front of your brother, by the way. Dude. And you need help?
No, I got it.
Okay. And then there's a mission where you have to escape being interrogated. Oh, that mission is so fun. Only thing is, you have to carry a dog with a broken leg, and you can't shoot.
Damn. So
you have to pick him up, carry him, drop him, kill enemies, then pick him back up. It was so bad. It was fun up until that point.
All right, so we got our mac and cheese up in this. I don't know what this is called. Baking pan, whatever you want to call it. Now, gonna sprinkle some cheese on top of that.
It's like the first ad I've heard this whole video. Was that Old Spice ad?
Try to make that as balanced as possible. This side needs a little bit of love.
So, did you see my story?
About what?
I think secretly either Instagram is glitched or I'm being silenced.
Oh, you talking about how sometimes, like, when you'll post a story, it'll act like you just didn't post?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a glitch that's been going around.
Oh, I kid you not. I posted on my story. I was like, am I being silenced? Because look, I posted this about the, Trump TikTok thing.
Yep.
And then I was like 7 hours. I'm like, am I being silenced? Because why is it showing that?
Yeah, it's a little glitch that's been going on.
Okay, because I'm thinking that they don't want me to post.
Nah. This is a cheese blend I made not too long ago. It uses Asiago and Gouda as well. I just wanted to go ahead and get this out of my refrigerator so it didn't go bad. But yeah, we're going to throw this into the oven real quick, and all of this is going to bake, and then we're going to be done. So, right in you go.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Let's hope it turns out just as amazing.
Oh, it's going to turn out just amazing. We don't even need to hope. We know it will. Steak looking good. Steak tastes good, nice and seasoned, and it's got a little kick from the cereole.
Sorry. Alright. I'm just gonna be washing dishes over here, so don't mind me.
Is there anything you need me to do?
No, we're chilling right now. I'm just gonna grab all these dishes, trying to get them in order, so when I wash them, it'll be a bit easier. Just a little bit of straightening up as I go. So, I never explained how I got into cooking, now that I think about it. Our story starts at this lovely little place called, I'm gonna shout them out. This lovely, Anyway, so, there's this lovely little place called Oishia, and I go there. Now, I've always been a huge fan of ramen. It's my favorite meal ever. My favorite thing to make, my favorite thing to consume. I just love ramen. So I get ramen from there, and at that point, the only ramen I've ever had was like Insta ramen. And so when I have that ramen, I'm just like, damn, I did not know it got like this. I want to learn how to make this myself so I can eat it myself infinitely instead of just having to come here and eat it. And so it started at ramen, and then from there I was kind of like, you know what? Why don't I learn how to just cook everything else? And so that's how I got into cooking. I just wanted to eat good food all the time.
That's the same way I was. Once I started cooking that, once I cooked that chuck, I was like, oh, I'm cooking everything.
Yeah, that's really all it takes is that first meal. Once you get that first meal, it's like everything else just comes in so naturally because you're like, well, hey, if I could cook this,
imagine what else I can cook.
I could cook that. Exactly.
Yeah.
And my little trick to it, what I always do, I will start by following a recipe, and then once I've kind of like gotten used to it, that's when I will go and turn it into something of my own. Like the whole using multiple cheese for all my cheeses and stuff, I didn't do that at first. That took me like months of mastering Alfredo before I started using double cheese. Then it's like, well, if I use double cheese with the Alfredo, I could go ahead and use double cheese with any other cheese that I do, because it really brings out the flavor of the cheese. instead of having the cheese kind of die out. Alright, I'm gonna sweep this up later. Let me wipe this down real quick.
Oh, Lord.
I'm very excited to taste this. Also, I didn't get to discuss leftovers. If you do want to grab any leftovers for yourself, just grab one of the bowls I got up here and just make you a bowl and just bring the bowl back whenever you can. I won't be harmed by it in any type of way.
Alright.
But yeah, because I was like, since you did buy the steaks, it's only fair I'll let you grab your bit of leftovers.
I'm telling. What does that say? What does that say? Don Alice. I played BL2 and 3, but I've never played any of the Black Ops campaigns. I'm not gonna lie. I've never been a Black Ops fan. Now Modern Warfare I've been into, but I've never played a single Black Ops campaign. So
Black
if Alex
Ops
got
campaigns
onto you for that, he gonna hate me because I've never played a single Black Ops campaign.
Black Ops campaigns are so good.
Because listen, here's my thing. They were all over the place.
They are.
You've got Menendez and then Woods and then you've got like some Mason going crazy. And I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, they are very, like, even if you play them in order, you will still low-key be like, what the fuck is happening half of the time?
Because like there's a scene where it's like they tell you to shoot a dude in the head and it's like, oh, you just killed your friend. I'm like, no, Mason. And I was like, what is going on?
Yes, that's how the Black Ops campaigns are. But it's like, once you finally get it, oh my god, it's so worth it. And then you have that aha moments where you're like, oh my god, that's what that is? It's so worth it to me.
Let me tell you, the rehash Modern Warfare campaign is actually really, really good. Because, like,
Soap is alive.
dude, it is really, really good. So I played through Modern Warfare 2, and I really liked how interactive they got with the campaign. Instead of just, oh, you're doing missions, it's like you're finding out backstories and stuff. People are like, stuff is being twisted. And so there was this one mission where it's like, oh, you're working with this dude who you like, because this dude used to be part of the Mexican cartel, and then now he's part of the Mexican army, and now that y'all are working together, it's like, because we all know General Shepard is the bad guy. So once he had turned around, and he said, what's his name? Philip Graves. Yes, I hated him, and he was like, look, he was like, yeah, this is our base now, and he's like, no, this is not your base. This is my base. Like, I rehashed everything myself. How are you just gonna come in and take it from me? And he was like, easily. So once they opened fire, when the names went from green, because you know they're green for ally, when the name went green from red mid convo, I was like, oh, this campaign is sick.
I did, when I saw that, because I didn't play through it myself, because of course I didn't have the game, but I watched Jeff play through the campaign. You're good. And so when I saw that, I was like, damn, now that is fire.
It was a really good campaign. Here's my thing. We blew. It was kind of. It felt weird. There shouldn't be a boss battle. You literally have to fight a dude who's in a tank. And I was like, this is kind of weird, even for Call of Duty standards. Like, I get it. You know, it's like us getting our revenge, but like a tank boss battle, really? I don't know. I just thought it was a little much.
They have something like that for one of the zombies Easter egg, and I was just like, what the fuck am I doing right now?
I don't think zombies will ever be as good as people wanted it to be.
No.
It'll never return to its former glory.
No. Because how do you outdo transit? How?
This is true.
How? 4 maps in one. You got the bus constantly traveling, all the different pack-a-punches, and mystery weapons. No. I don't think transit will ever be outdone as long as it exists.
Yep.
Also, that's another thing I want to do. I've been low-key wanting to do it much sooner.
What?
Omu rice. It is the hardest thing to make. Last Best Zombies was BO3. Yeah, I could agree. I think BO6 is, like I said, BO6 overall.
BO6 Zombies not that bad.
It's a nice step in the good direction. Or it's a solid step in the right direction.
I like the melee weapons they have.
Yes.
I did that one map. It was like a castle, but I don't understand zombies. Here's my thing. Is it like Bloons Tower Defense where you go until you lose?
Yeah.
Or is it like a mini campaign?
Also, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
But I know like the Modern Warfares did it to where it was almost like the mini campaign type-ish thing. It's go till you lose. That's how zombies is.
And that's how that's why I really enjoyed it, because it was like, I'm playing it and I'm progressing through all of this stuff over and over and over, and it's kind of like, well, if I'm just kind of doing this until I fail, I don't really want to do it.
Yeah.
I want there to be like a challenge at the end, like, okay, you got to round 50. You got to round 50. Congratulations. Is that it? Like, I better get a camo. I better get some secret camo or something. Ooh.
I know more recently they do have zombie camos now. Oh my fucking god.
It looks good, doesn't it?
That is going to be so good. It feels like that one SpongeBob episode when they were
open up the pizza.
Yep.
Looks like the pizza's just fine. Give me the pizza.
No!
It's for the customer.
I do want to make pizza someday. I have so many different things that I have like just on the list to make, but it's just like I don't know when. But with the pizza, it's like, do I make the dough from scratch?
Here's what I bought pre-made dough, and then I just made my own toppings with it. I
Yeah.
feel like making your own dough and stuff is a lot.
It is. It's like I've seen all the videos to make your own dough. It doesn't necessarily look hard, but it looks like just a lot.
It is.
Plus, it would mainly just depend on like how long, because with dough you have to let that kind of sit for a bit. So it would just depend on how long I would have to let the dough sit. Gotta go watch some more Babish videos. Can I get a progress update? The mac and cheese is baking as we speak.
So,
How long do you typically let it bake, by the way?
I just let it bake until it's golden brown on the top.
Okay.
But so yeah, progress update. We're basically just baking it after we already put the steak and everything in there.
He does not look mac and cheese.
He does not look mac and cheese.
How do you look mac and cheese?
Do you want me? Oh, she probably meant cook.
My fault, bro.
Yeah.
Let me just hit the. Okay.
I do cook mac and cheese. I've said this. I don't cook it. I just watch everyone else make it.
Freaking spell or type. Cooking mac and cheese. No, I'm not gonna go there. I was gonna say a stupid joke.
Here's my thing. Looking mac and cheese.
How do you look mac and cheese? Hit the macaroni elbow.
Yeah, probably. You know what I thought about? What was crazy? If TikTok did get banned, what are the niggas that literally sit on live? I swear, I will see niggas sit on live and just rack up views off of nothing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like lazier than anything any other streamer has ever done. Like, it's peak lazy. Once you get so here's the thing. You gotta have enough followers to go live on TikTok.
Yeah.
And so then it's kind of just like, I'll kid you not, I'll see a live where they just sit and they gift dude, and he'll be like, oh my god, guys, we're almost to this many likes. Everyone keep tapping the screen. And I'm like, what are y'all gifting for? He's not playing any game. And he'll put on some random game, and it's that weird ball, that spike ball game where you gotta pop the balloons, and he'll just, and it plays itself. It'll just bounce back and forth until it pops all the balloons, and it's like, guys, we're almost here to this many. Oh, I gotta find it.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I've seen a few of those populate on some other apps. Mainly, like, I know, well, I've seen a few on, like, YouTube Reels. I know a few people moved over to doing it on there. That's the only place I've seen it. But it's rare that you even find it on YouTube Reels. Also, we might have fucked up.
What?
With baking.
What?
You're only supposed to have it on 350. And it's supposed to sit there for, like, 50 minutes to an hour. So what I'm gonna do, when that clock says 10:50, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out because I think that's as brown as it's gonna get.
That's fine with me. I can't find the live, but yes, that's always been my biggest beef, cause like they sit, I don't get it. They sit on TikTok, they do the same thing every day, and they get a bunch of like. And here's the thing, let's take like Kai Cenat. Technically, you could make an argument that he does the same thing every day, but he always has something interesting going on as well. It's not just like, oh yeah, Kai Cenat sits there and talks to his chat all day. Like, the man has had Drewski on stream, the man has had Kevin Hart on stream, the man has literally brought Nicki Minaj on stream. It's not like he's not just doing anything with his time. And so my whole thing...
Wait, is it browning? It looks like it's kind of browning on the edges.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Alright.
I don't want to wait just too long.
It looks good.
Oh, they didn't even see it. Oh, wow.
Yeah. You want me to turn it?
Yeah, you can go ahead and... Or what I like to do for, like, showing the food itself...
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and pop this out. Flip the camera over. Are you guys ready to see our glorious creation? That is... Oh, my God. The camera's kind of foggy. Well, yeah, the backside of my camera is kind of foggy from this vapor. There we go.
Oh, that looks so good.
That is the mac and cheese.
I've got to take a picture of this for myself.
Get out of the shot, Chuck. 8 out of 10 on looks. Fair. Alright, but of course, looks is one thing. The taste is where it's at.
Yup.
So, as tradition, I don't have a dining table just yet, so we're gonna eat right here on the little counter. Alright, and let's grab some bowls. Now I can use you.
Oh.
Wait, it actually does still have a little bit of a crunch to it.
Oh, Lord. And there's enough steak and it's a perfect blend of steak and macaroni.
It actually turned out much better. Like, at first I thought we were low-key gonna need a little bit more macaroni. No, this is perfect.
This is perfect. I truly thought we'd need more steak.
No, I knew we had enough steak. All right.
Everyone, look at that. Looking good. You got your nice blend of steak, nice blend of macaroni. Smells like, oh, if y'all
It
listen,
smells so like
they
when I
co-
pulled that out the oven, dude.
when they come out with smell-o-vision, which is just television you can smell, I'm gonna just go like that.
I'm actually hella excited to eat this.
I am too.
Like I would say this is one of the ones that I've been so excited. I think it's because also it's just such a fresh thing. Like I've never made anything even remotely close to this. So I'm just so excited to try this.
It's so good. It smells amazing.
All right, you ready for that first bite?
We all are.
First right here. There you go.
Thank you.
All right.
And Elijah, cheers. You're right. I did forget to pray. But words and numbers cannot describe this food. Words and numbers can't describe. It can't. I truly wish I could describe this using the human language.
Let me start here. This is some W mac and cheese. Just the mac and cheese itself. It's amazing. The double blend, like I'm sorry, but once you have double blend cheese, it's impossible to go back to just that single blend cheese. Like if this was just mac and cheese alone, already solid. But when you get the steak with it too, when you get that steak in to give it just that extra jump, phenomenal.
This is absolutely wonderful.
Nah. I'm gonna have to start doing more with the side dishes.
I'm telling you,
I was not aware of the game.
Side dishes make everything, dude.
Could you send me the picture, by the way?
Oh yeah, of course.
Because I can never take the pictures because I stream it.
I got you. It's sending. Sit. You're right. I was very skeptical about the double blend, but listen, it's worth it.
Really, it's just about knowing which cheese to blend with what. Gouda works with just about everything. I'll just go ahead and throw that out the water. To me, Gouda has replaced regular cheddar for me. And then, really all of them blend together pretty well. You just wouldn't want something like two cheese that have very sharp flavors. You wouldn't want to mix those. You want something that has sharp and something that's more of a savory flavor. But in this case, when we're talking mac and cheese, Gouda and cheddar are both more like, they're not necessarily sharp flavors, they're more of your savory flavors. But when it comes down to mac and cheese, of course, you want that savory cheese. So it works better. What's up, Zen? You missed it. No fires this time, bro. He was here last time when I did the fire. But yeah, there was no fires this time. Oh yeah, this might not even make it through the entire week.
Listen. I'm not gonna say anything. It's just something. I've got my water here.
Jay?
Is it the J I know?
Maybe.
Which J? Because I know a lot. Is it King J or Akaza Rebirth J?
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like I just had some, but I want more. I really want more. Oh my god, I want more.
It's Akaza's Rebirth J. Okay. What up, Jay? The short black one who's always oh that Jay. I know him. You know him too, don't you? Oh.
Nah.
I be hooping with him.
Oh, got you.
What up, Jay?
Oh my god, yeah, no. That is, I was low-key debating it might have been the best thing that has been made. I know there's only been 3, but it might be the best. But, nah, that chicken katsu is different, bro. I'm telling you, chicken katsu. But nah, it's a close fight. It is definitely a close fight. I didn't think it was going to blend together that well. I didn't.
I'm full, but I'm going to take something to go.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You have to bring Lanaya some. Like, she's threatening your life.
I know. I already know.
But nah, that shit, oh my god. The only thing I hate about it is that I have to save it for the rest of the week. I can't just eat more of it now. Oh, I actually hate that. Oh.
Dude. She said yes now. We gonna get you some. But obviously, you know, it's $30,000 a plate, you know, support black businesses.
Sensational. Actually, funny story. People have offered to, like, buy plates for me.
It's worth it.
I've never actually went through with it because I don't know how I would go about selling it. I mean, of course, I could just get, like, food platters and stuff. Low key, maybe. But, yeah. But alright, gang. I wish we had a little bit more. Like, if I had some dessert, oh my god, I almost got dessert, by the way.
What'd you almost get?
I was just gonna get like something simple, like a cake and maybe some ice cream. But I was like, 1, need to save money right now. 2, trying to cut the calories a bit.
Aren't we all? Hey, man, forget calories. Tonight is a super duper cheat night.
Oh yeah, no, hell no.
Listen.
Yeah, like the sweetest thing I have now is the cereal that I have in there. That's like my new dessert for me. That's how I'm gonna try to go about this. Well, if I go out to eat, I'm gonna get dessert because I'm me. Anyways, that's gonna do it for tonight, folks. I thank you all for tuning in. Of course, thank you, Don, for coming out.
Of course.
Nice
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. It's pretty late. Don needs to get home. I myself have a few things that I got to take care of tonight as well. But for the rest of you all, I hope you all enjoyed. And if you guys did enjoy, this will be up on my VOD channel. The link is not in that. If you use socials, !socials, you will be able to see that. But anyways, go check out, support the VOD channel. This will be up there tomorrow. That's 850 Archives. Of course, the main channel. I never mentioned it, but I did upload right before we got started with that. So you guys should definitely go check out that video as well. Don, you have a Twitch too, right?
Yes, I do. It is the Don God _ on Twitch.
God
Simple
damn
as-
it! I linked the wrong thing.
Wait, I might be. Is it the 0? Is it?
I thought it was Don God. When I looked it up, it said the Don God 1. So that's what I ended up
Yep,
adding.
it's that one. Yep.
All right, the Don God 1?
Yes, the Don God 1. That is my Twitch. I do need to get around to streaming more. Like I said, I'm convinced once I get my own place, I'm going to stream a whole lot more.
For sure. It's much easier.
Yes, so I will say, now that I look at it, that's a lot of butter.
I think, no, that was from the oil. I did oil down the thing a little bit when I put the mac and cheese in there just to ensure that it didn't stick.
10 out of 10.
Oh, absolutely.
Not even 10, 11 out of 10.
Not even, that's why I was like, I don't really want to rate this because giving it a 10 is a downplay. Giving it a 10 is a downplay for sure. That's like a over the scale 100 out of 10, easy. That was actually some of the best shit I've ever ate in general.
That was amazing.
But all right, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Y'all have a wonderful night. And I will catch you all next time.
God bless all y'all. Thank y'all all for tuning in. Again, Elijah, thank you for having me.
Of course.
This was an amazing experience. And if you ever want to do it again, you already know.
I will. It will happen.
Hit me up.
I have a few others on the guest list that have already been reserving spots, but yeah, it will happen again.
But again, one more hug. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
All right. Y'all take care. Y'all have a great night.